After a long stretch of cooler weather, summer has now made its triumphant return, and the season is not finished just yet.
And I'm so glad. Meteorological summer, however, did wrap up just a few weeks ago. In today's Weather-Wise, meteorologist Alexis Staniec is here to recap those summer months.
Well, summer officially comes to an end here this week. Meteorological summer actually came to an end August 31st. This stretch of months goes from June 1st through August 31st, and the reason it's important is because it's what's used for record keeping when we are talking about different kind of records or other facts for meteorologically speaking. This summer, we had 44 days with above average high temperatures, 46 days with below average high temperatures, and only 2 days for meteorological summer with high temperatures right at our average for that time of the month. Now, this year we had our first 90-degree day of the summer, roughly around average. Earliest was back in 2020 with our high temperature getting around 93 degrees. This year, on June 17th, we hit a high temperature of 92 degrees, and we had even hotter days come through as we move throughout the later parts of the month of June. This summer, our average temperature was just under 71 degrees, about 0.5 degrees below average for the entire summer, tied 32nd warmest on record. Hottest day was 94 degrees from back on June 21st, 22nd, 23rd, and August 9th. And our coldest temp of the summer was back on June 1st with a temperature of 43 degrees. And the 90-degree days didn't stop there, but 94 degrees was the hottest day of the entire summer. After that, our top 5 hottest days with hottest numbers all stayed into the 90s, the coolest of that being August 8th with a high of 90 degrees. And that stretch of 94-degree days we had in late June was something we hadn't done for about the past year. That was last June, from June 17th, 18th, and 19th of 2024. Now, we did end up with 9 days with temperatures into the 90s, which is pretty on average for this past stretch of years. Coolest was 2020. We only had a stretch of 5 90-degree days for the entire summer. The warmest, though, back in 2021, we had a stretch of 17 days with high temperatures into the 90s. And the latest day on record with a date to hit 90 degrees or higher was back on August 29th in 1969. Ours this year, not quite as late. We actually had a cool stretch come through for the later parts of the month of August. Ours this year was back on August 9th when we did have that high temperature of 94 degrees. But more importantly, this summer ended up being historical for how much rain we got. Remember that historical rain we had in early August? We accumulated just under 7 inches in that 24-hour span from August 9th to 10th. Normal August rain is about 3.5 inches. Normal September rain just over 3 inches, and together that is still less than what we saw for those 2 stretches of days from August 9th to the 10th. Now, this weekend ended up being historical, making it the wettest August on record, as in June we had not a lot of rain, and you wouldn't have thought that we would have made it to record wettest summer ever, but we ended up getting 7th wettest summer on record, with the entire summer having a total of just about 16.25 inches, which is about 5 inches above normal for the entire summer months, June, July, and August. In July, we accumulated about 4 inches of rainfall, putting us still above average, and then in August, we were well above average, about 5.5 inches above where we should have sat for the entire month. And that's today's Weather-Wise.